Hello, welcome to another video. Today, I'm gonna try to show you everything this game has to hold, which is called Scotomaphobia, which is actually the fear of the darkness, if that's kind of interesting. But, this game has a lot of lore into it, and it's actually really has some interesting puzzles, but it's mostly pretty difficult to understand, so I'll try to explain it as much as possible and try and guide you to it as possible as I can, and I'll show you all the badges and possibly all the deaths. So, let's start with Layer 1. This place is where we only have like three areas. One is the house, one is the graveyard, and over here, which is kind of like a ledge area, which we actually had to go first, so let's go over there. And then right here, we will see ourselves a shovel. And we grab it. Bop. There's also some notes here that you can read for lore-wise. Want to pause and read that. But pretty much, it's we just got ourselves a shovel, which for some reason, if you know Roblox, is basically just a wall tool. But if we ignore that, we can we need to go to the house first to check up on it. So let's get over there. It's locked, but maybe there's another way in. I can see inside. So if we go behind the house and look inside through this window, you can kind of see that there's a Abdon number 24. And yes, that's always going to be number 24, so you don't have to worry about checking back here and see what the number is. But that number is very important because we need to go to the graveyard and find that number specifically to dig. And when we reach the graveyard, we reach ourselves here. This guy's statue says, Whipping Angel statue set to guard the graveyard. Also no stuff as well. Narrates the keys bear with the artist. Seems it's written with an unusual shaky hand. So, we need to find ourselves number 24. Which? 24? It's right here. So we just click the graveyard down here. And boom. I dug the grave. The skeleton had a key in his hand. And now we go back to the house and open the door. And here we go. Bop. There. We're inside the house. And now there's an axe that we need to use. And now we got ourselves a note. It was here when we arrived. I'm unsure how the fire remains lit from where the lamp receives its power, but we're not dismantling it to bring it with us. Where did the wood come from if there was no trees? Which kind of makes sense, since everywhere around here there's just no tree within sight. But there will be trees in Layer 2, which you will see pretty soon. So now, we gotta walk down over here with the X. Break it down. And just walk over here, and we will get teleported to Layer 2. So, let's do that. And now, welcome to Layer 2. This is where puzzles become extremely interesting and hard, and basically you had to just solve a lot of stuff. So, how do we start with this? Well, first off, we got ourselves a light teleportation thing, which everything you see here is teleports. You unlock them by just going to other ones and just clicking on them, and their names are basically right here. So you can, there's basically just checkpoints when you go to a specific area, so you don't have to repeatedly go to that one and all that. And also, here's another note here. Whispers in the dark. Something's here with us. Thankfully, it's afraid of a light, so we managed to keep it at bay by sticking by the light. We haven't gotten a glimpse of it yet. I think that's for the better. So with that, it means if we stay to the dark for too long, these guys here come around, and that's another death possibility, which I'll show you at the end. And now we got ourselves orb. We get orb. We need to collect all orbs from puzzles and all that stuff to unlock this door, which will lead us to layer 3, but as of now, this gate is humming with vibrant energy, preventing us from going forward. Why is it even here in the first place? Couldn't they made it easier? I wish they did. So now, we're not going to go over there for now, since we need to go over here to get ourselves a torch, but you'll see it in a very moment. So it's going to take a lot of parkour to do, so be careful. Like that app! As I said earlier, be careful with jumping, because that happens. Alright, so we're not going to go over here first. We're going to go over here to this castle on top, so let's go over there. Whoop. And we need to do some parkour, which it's actually not too hard of a parkour. It's basically just how to maneuver, doing really nice parkour stuff. And whoop. And boom, there's our first second orb that we need to collect. Boom, and it goes straight to the top of the descent over there. Now we go down, and here's this note. We are exploring the area when we heard the elevator start up again. Running back, we saw someone riding upwards, yelling down that we was going to wait for someone to help us. Coward. He's going to be up waiting forever. So basically someone left during the group that, which was basically a coward move, but yeah. So basically we need to do some more parkour stuff. Careful with the darkness. And also, yes, the vines that you see here are ladders, just a note. Walk over here. And now we got ourselves another note. The society was more advanced, much more advanced. There were always generations ahead of us. The crystals they used made sure of that. Which the crystals are actually the balls that we just collected, as you saw with those. Those are the crystals. It's interesting. Anyways, here is our first ever puzzle that we're gonna do in layer 2. And this one's actually really hard because you need to find basically where this person is in the map and guide them to the exit, but it's pretty restricted with where it is. So let's talk to this guy. Someone there? I'm lost. Has been for a while. If you can hear me, say something. Oh my god, contact. I've been stuck here for so long. My group got split up in this dark. Please, you have to help me. You must have a map, right? Then where to go, please? I don't know where I'm facing, but I can reach out in the dark. Tell you how many walls are around me. And you'll tell me where to go, okay? Tell me left or right if you want me to go turn 90 degrees. And forward and backwards. If you want me to move. If you want me to say the wall count again. Just ask me to repeat. Got it? I'm going to need verbal confirmation. So just basically say got it. And basically, Basically, all he's going to say is which walls, how many walls are around him, if there are in front of him. So we need to find where he is in the map from that amount of information. So we can go backwards for him. And try and figure out. Well, if we go backwards again, I think it's gonna hit a wall. Yeah, there's a wall there. Forward. Forward. And now in front of you, forward. I think I might have found it. Let's see, turn left. Oh, now there's 0 walls. Okay. So that being 0 walls, we got ourselves this, that, that, and that. So go forward. Okay, let's see if he's going this way. I was like, forward. No, now it's 2 walls. Oh, maybe he was here. I don't know. Oh, now there's 0. What? There we go. We found him. All right. Backward again. Now let me check if he's actually going to hit a wall. Yeah, there's a wall. All right, turn left. Forward. 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 Turn left. Forward. Turn right. Forward. There we go. There's light. So it's basically, he was just down here the whole time. That was interesting. My hands, I can see my hands. Oh, you look different. No matter. I'll just continue. I'm sure it'll be fine. There's a lever here. It's stiff, but I flicked it. Is that useful to you? And that's where the gate opens. Oh, I think I need a breather. I'll catch up later with the others. Man, I can't believe number 2 left us. That coward. So with that, number 2 is basically the one probably who went up the ladder, which will probably, I have a guess that I know who number 2 is, but it's with getting a badge, but I'm not totally sure. I'm probably very wrong with that type of lore, but anyways, let's go. And there we go. We got ourselves a torch. But now, we need to go across here, and if you can see through that statue, there's a ball we need to grab. So let's go with it. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. And yeah, we turn right, and we do some parkour stuff. And we need to do a U-turn. Whoop. And go up here, and now we're on top of the statue. And grab the hand. Bingo. And that's your shortcut. Pop. And basically another shortcut. Woo! Yeah, another note here. Who are these statues of? Prominent figures in their society, or gods that they worship? It doesn't make any sense. Why is it all located underground? Which we'll see the statues pretty soon over here, but for now, we're gonna go to the forest area to get that orb. Also in that house, is someone who's very, very chill, and there's another badge for it too. 2 badges for him actually, but whenever it, we just need to complete the game. So what we got here is the forest. This here is how we're gonna solve basically over there. So we need to grab ourselves 6 lines that we need to grab right here. Oh. Okay. So now, when we got all 6 of basically all the notes in this bottom right corner, we had to put this all in order, basically where the maze guides you to. So, I know what it is a little bit. So, hold on a sec. I need to find it. Here's this. It's like, okay. This is basically it. I'll show you what this means. Let's go. Dip-a-dip-a-pop-pop. To the mines. So you can basically brute force this, but I'll just try make you understand what this is for. 7-3 bolts in that top. The following carvos reads: phrase in scraped wood. Recall the directions. The crude compass. Red points north. So with this, it says, this is basically the order I think this goes. But now marching east per his captain orders, so east is over here. What you hear a ding sound, the soldier march north. North, The soldier goose migrates soon after the first snow hit, which actually I still don't understand it, but basically we need to go north again. And however, the snake followed the trail of feathers left behind, so he goes north again. The pair of animals returned during the spring, so basically we went backwards. So now we go backward, the south. And now the reptile took aim with his venomous fangs for the rising sun to his left, but the soldier rushed from the right and slashed its limbless body into two. I probably got all this totally wrong. I'm betting I did. But basically, you can brute force to go right, north 3 times, south, and then left. And boom. There's that. We got ourselves the other orb. Woo. So now if you look up, we have 4 orbs now. But we still need to grab basically, I think, 2 more. Actually, no, 3 more. I'll show you what I mean. So let's go over here to the hub. Now this one is basically where I got stuck on, because basically here it just was so confusing for me. I didn't really understand it much. But I'll show you what I mean. So this guy here. Let's talk to him. A human, though not for long. Your kind has been here many times more than once. You must need the crystals, yes? They act as the key to the next destination. I have one here. However, do excuse my selfishness this one time, but I require a fair trade for it. There is a story between us cave dwellers. A fairy tale of a savior who will cause the great coalescence, what we call it. However, it has been a while since I have been told of the tale. I would like to hear it again to recollect. The others should know the pieces and fact about the story. You should be able to piece it together, so I may remember it again. There can be no overlap in the story. 2 characters cannot share the same season, nor can they share the same location. Come back to me when you organize the information to my left, and I will know if it's correct. And boom, these guys appear. So, what this means is that we have 4 characters: hero, seer, dragon, villain. And we need to know where these 4 go and which place and what season they live in. So let's talk to this guy right here. That old story. I'm afraid, so afraid I don't remember much. Only here could not have been in a tavern, and the seer is kept itself lonely in the spring. That's all we get for that part. I remember it at least slightly. It was autumn in the graveyard, but not spring in a tavern. I'm sorry, that is all I have. So, this is basically what we got now. And now let's go talk to you. There are 4 characters in the story. The dragon, the one in the tavern, the one in spring, and one in the winter. So with this, it basically says the dragon cannot be in the tavern, the winter, or the spring. I cannot say I pay attention to the story when everyone still remembered it, so I cannot help that much. All I know is the characters in the dungeon was either the seer or the villain. So, I'm gonna tell you now that dungeon is gonna be in the seer, because there will be a reason for that. But now we need to get this third one here. Well, this one actually is basically a cause for confusion, but you'll see. They do not remember? Oh, neither do I. That's very telling of a condition. I remember that the villain was 2 seasons away from the hero, 1 season before the dragon. So, we can guess here where the hero is, and it makes sense that the hero will be in the castle, because basically hero castle kind of does make sense, a tiny bit. And basically it's the only placement that it makes sense for him to be. For basically the villain, where he's 2 seasons away from the hero, and 1 season away from the dragon. Now we can guess here that the villain is actually in the summer, because if we figure out where dragon is, we can guess that he's not in the winter, nor the spring, nor the tavern. So the only thing that we can guess here is basically, to make sense, is autumn. And with that, the hero, since we got basically all the stuff for the seer being this, in the spring, villain in the summer, dragon in the autumn, basically the only thing that makes sense for the hero to be in is winter. Because it makes sense for the villain for the 2 seasons away from the villain or the hero. And now, since we got where the hero, seer, dragon, and villain live in, and now since we got graveyard, it's in autumn, and villain in and dragon in autumn, basically the dragon goes with here. And now, winter. And now for the castle, for the winter, goes there. Since now we figure out the hero was in the winter, now the castle goes in the winter side as well. And now for the tavern. Basically, the only thing that we can figure out with the tavern is that he's actually with the villain, because that is the only thing that makes sense as of currently. That in the dungeon, no, in the tavern, sorry, is the villain, which makes in the tavern in the summer. I think I got it in a way. And now with the dungeon, with the seer being in spring, the dungeon goes in the spring quadrant as well. And that's basically how I can put in that term. All I'm gonna say here is that castle plus hero equals winter, tavern plus villain equals summer, dungeon plus seer equals spring, and graveyard plus dragon equals autumn. Okay? It takes a lot of brain power to understand. It took me a long time to figure out what the heck was going on with this, but there we go. That's it. You've done it. Well done. You are welcome here. Thank you. As per our agreement, if you wish, you can ask me questions, and I can give you answers. Well, should we click on them? We can ask questions about the lore-wise on how this all makes sense in a way. But as of now, I don't really care about it. I mean, I guess you can read that, but I don't know. I'm just tired with this. Here he goes. Wow. Yeah, these are the gods here that it's just here on the ground for some reason, with a tomb. Also, use another orb here. A boss's sword pierced the tomb. It's too heavy to lift the cover. Maybe I could break it instead. Which that's actually another badge point, but we need to do something first. And that's getting the final orb or crystal, or basically getting that door unlocked.
So let's get it.
So it's basically right over here where we had to do some extreme parkour. So here we goes. Now if you read this note, I was walking down the rock formation when I felt something. Suddenly an eerie piercing noise rang out and I dropped my flashlight. The screech stopped and I saw a blinding light before I ran back into safety of the light behind the wall. My ears are still ringing. So with this, that means that what we're going to do here is that I will show you right now. This red part, as you can see in my face, if we point the light, that happens. But if we unequip the torch, we're safe. But when we get further down here, we need a torch for light. So it's basically just a weird skill puzzle game that we had to play here to do some parkour and all that stuff. So here he goes. Ooh. Ah. I accidentally dropped. Okay, fun spot. Okay. And now, let's go. Whew. Now we're up the ladder here. And there we go, we made it. Bingo! Hello. The gate wavers as you grab the last orb. And that's basically everything. We got every single dang crystal. That noise is going to drive me insane. I stayed in this sight for too long. My ears started bleeding. I hope it doesn't have a lasting effect. I don't think it does. So now, let's go to the rival. And do some parkour. Now I have a look up here. There's all the crystals. Just right there. So now let's go up there. Now do your thing. The pathway forward is clear. Wow. I'm honestly kind of confused why this is basically just a house. I don't know whose house this is, but it's pretty neat. But yeah. This button seems out of place. Oh. And there we go. We are completely done with the game currently. Which the third section is being completed as currently. But yeah, that's basically everything this game has to hold. And now I'm going to show you basically every badge that you can get and every deaths possible. So there's basically 5 or 4 in total for layer 1. Basically one just being the I'm sorry or join badge. So you don't have to worry about that one. But for the other ones, what we need to do is go back inside the house, or something, and also go back and talk to someone, which you'll see pretty soon. As of now, I need to grab and get inside the thing. Okay, so when we go back in the house, if you just tap in this, the fire has gone on for eternity. This is how you basically get the warmth badge. The smell of burnt wood smoothes for your lungs. Blah, blah. But yeah, that's how you get the warmth badge, is by just clicking on this. The fire has gone for eternity. And now, if we go back here where the shovel is, if we go underneath the bridge, there is something that we need to grab. Or talk to. Ooh. Right through here. Patience. Please, leave me be. I do not wish to be looked at in your particular eyes. The pain. It goes through my body like electricity on a wire. You don't have to worry about it, bud. I'm going. And that's how you get the thank you badge. You found me. Which his name is Patience, which is interesting. I still don't really know who he basically is. For some reason, my guess was that he was number 2 with the guy who went up the elevator. But I'm probably totally wrong about that. Like, totally wrong. I'm betting I am. I don't know why. So how to get Impatience badge is basically going through this door and getting ourselves to X. And, well, if we go back to Patience, we need to kill him with this. So if we go back down onto the bridge, over here, while holding an X while he's talking, he made a coward in his patience. Unacceptable. I would teach you a lesson. One you won't forget. And there we go. So that's basically how you get all the badges for layer 1, including also the deep, which is basically just going through the elevator, as you probably already know. But, so now, we're going to need to go to layer 2. And also, yes, this door actually leads us to layer 2. So, I can just do this. Yippee! So, there's this badge that it's actually pretty interesting to get. It's kind of takes a lot of patience, but it's actually interesting. I'll show you.
So we need to go up here, this over here.
And we need to see this guy come outside. And what we need to do is basically just do this. Just wave. We just basically need to wave back at him when he comes around, which I will just wait patiently until that happens. Boom! There he is! Slash you wave. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically how you get that badge as well. Distant Socialization badge. That's pretty cool. So how to get the Lionhearted badge is actually pretty interesting. We need to grab 2 parts. One, the handle pickaxe and the head pickaxe. And how to get the handle is actually just going over here. And okay. Anyways. So if we went to this top here, after you do the puzzle thing, we go this bottom left corner right here. We go down here. Whoop. Here we have a secret room, which there is the pickaxe handle. Bam. And all these writing here says surrounded with an unreadable both in form and function. There's also this here. This particular note stands out for the rest. Written in a clear red liquid. The world will drag on down with me, for I am free. Ooh. Also, there's this as well. The hole, which you've probably seen. And now if we go up here again, with the Trial of Fire, we need to go in a specific route, which I'll show you. So, let's go over here. Let's do some parkour. So after this point, well, kind of, show you. So right here, except for going left to the orb, we need to go right. So let's go. Gotta go fast though, because this guy here comes around fast. Woo! So if you saw the pickaxe head, this is how you get the pickaxe head. Kind of saw it. I'll probably put it in slow-mo again, just kind of show you. But yeah. Yeah, that's basically how you do that. And now, if we pick its handle with the pickaxe, we ourselves the pickaxe assembled by your hands. Boom, pickaxe. Woo! So now, with the pickaxe, there's actually 2 badges we can use for this, but for now, we're gonna use getting the Lionhearted badge, which is basically just going over here and grab himself this macaroni and cheese area. Just click on the tomb. Boom. First, a heart throbs in your hands, and so that's how you get a Lionhearted badge. Woo! So the way to get Impurity badge is actually by going down here. So basically, you need the pickaxe to go to do this, and I'll show you what I mean here. So we got ourselves this here tower. If we look to our left here, we got ourselves vines, so we need to climb to. Oop. And now this will lead us to actually. Yeah. Okay. This will lead us to the house here. So if we keep on going. You hear humming coming from inside the cabin. Can I just open the door? Nope, I gotta go through. Hello. Oh, another human. Hello. It's been a while since I've seen anyone. What number are we up to now? Can you turn around? That high? Oh, but that means that everyone I knew is probably gone. It's alright. It's what we expected. Still seeing you. I have a strange faith in your ability to survive. Good luck. I'm not coming with you, sadly. As lucky as I am to have this body is quite fragile. I'm afraid I'll only be a burden. So this is his house, Purity, which I'm betting he's actually the guy who wrote all the notes, as we can see. With him just writing one as well right here. And now, as of currently, this is what we need to do. Self-perfection wasted. A caged bird shall say no longer. I didn't even do anything. It was luck. All luck. I got lucky. Twice. First was the first we've made in here. Second was this body I got. I was immune. No, obviously. But I didn't suffer. Not like everyone else. They deserve to. It is only fair. Do what you have to. I got lucky. Twice. I just wanted to go home. Hello? Weird thing about that, I don't think we killed him. So you got lucky 3 times. Really odd. So how to get the guy's badge is actually kind of interesting. So what you need to do is click it once. So and don't go outside when you don't do this when you press it. Stay here. There will be a delay when you press it and just walk off. Here goes. Boop bop. God damn. Alright, let's try that again. Alright. One button. Put it right on the edge. Boom. And there we go. That's how you get that badge. The guy's badge. And there we go. And that's every single badge in the game currently. And now I'm gonna show you basically every single deaths that you can possibly have in this game. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe, please. This took forever to try and put this all together and try to bestly explain it as possible in a way. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy.